Episode 6 of High Potential begins with a woman, Sam, waking up after an office party in her boss' office. She later finds her boss dead a distance ahead but cannot remember anything because of being heavily drunk. The next day, she confesses to Morgan that she had a difficult time with her boss, and since Morgan empathizes with Sam's predicament, she decides to get to the bottom of the case. Later, Karadec interviews everyone who attended the launch of the company's new homeopathic medication, which claims to lower levels of panic attacks in children. Through these interviews, Morgan deduces the time of Sam's boss Elaine's death. They later visit Elaine's husband, who implies that she had a manipulative way of dealing with people, suggesting that the suspect might be one of the employees. Morgan meets with Sam and asks her to check if she might have kept anything in her dress, leading them to find a photo of Sam with lipstick from the security personnel. The security personnel admit to leaving her post and seeing an unknown woman heading toward Elaine's office. This unknown woman turns out to be the mother of a child the company tested its products on. Karadec and Morgan visit her and find her knuckles injured. During an interview, she reveals that the product was defective, causing lung issues for her son. Elaine paid the woman to keep her quiet, but on the launch day, the woman was furious about her son's suffering. However, she insists she only smashed her fist into Elaine's photograph, not Elaine herself. Revisiting Elaine's husband, Eric, they learn that several families were paid off to avoid negative press while solutions were attempted. Later, Morgan catches inconsistencies in Elaine's speech and deduces that a story about a niece with panic attacks was fabricated. Given that Elaine had a background in Western medicine, her shift toward Chinese herbal medicine seemed unusual. Morgan realizes that Elaine's employee, Nina, may have originally developed the idea. When questioned, Nina reveals it was a prototype created for her daughter, and that Elaine had paid her to use it. They also discover that Nina and Eric had been having an affair, providing her with an alibi for not killing Elaine. This leaves Sam as the primary suspect. The police call her in, and when Morgan mentions a specific amount on a check they found, Sam nervously admits it's the exact amount left on her student loans. As they wrap up, Morgan recalls Sam's remark about Elaine's paranoia and questions the mirror in Elaine's office. They discover a camera hidden behind a false mirror, capturing Sam drunkenly quitting. Elaine, worried about being exposed, had offered Sam a check, but when Sam refused, Elaine attacked her with scissors. Sam, defending herself, pushed Elaine, who fell unconscious, hitting her head on a trophy and dying in an accident. Later, Morgan joins her colleagues at the bar, something she hadn't done before, and thanks Selena for being a supportive boss. This episode was a pleasant surprise that breaks the monotony of the show's structure. Instead of a straightforward murder, we have a case of drunken self-defense, with the revelation that Sam did not, in fact, kill Elaine. The episode is peppered nicely with hints, as with many entertaining episodes of this series, that finally make sense at the end, thanks to Morgan's photographic memory. This episode also subtly raises issues around toxic workplaces and management and their effects on employees' mental well-being. Most of Elaine's employees, rather than celebrating the company's new product launch, chose to leave the party early or were simply relieved to avoid Elaine's temper. This contrast helps Morgan appreciate her own supportive work environment and how Selena's approach encourages her to do her best rather than hold her back.